Hello friend, how is it going? Welcome back to Auto Resource YouTube channel. I just have purchased this 2014 Volkswagen Passat TDI with 124,000 miles on the odometer. The previous owners, they smelled some odor of the coolant when I was inspecting it. When I opened the hood, I could smell the coolant. And when I put it on the lift, I saw the coolant leak. Let me show you. If you look with me right here, we can see that red coolant. It looks like a rust, maybe. There are droplets hanging on the bottom of the engine right here. I hope you can see it. So I ordered the part and I am replacing it today. Here you can see that brand new unit. It's that engine oil filter housing with this cooler, and I believe here the passage is collapsed and it's leaking there. It's pretty common, so I will just take some shots as I work on it, and we will either confirm or we will find out that I'm complete fool and I have no idea what I'm doing. So let's go and deal with it. The brand is Febi, F-E-B-I, and little I knew that when I cracked it open, it also came with a brand new filter and all these O-rings fully lubricated. I love it. So I'm working on removal. I have removed this intercooler, and that entire time it looked kind of new to me, and it's confirmed. It's super clean inside, and it's only 2 years old, 24 April 2022, so it's only 2 years old. There is a reason why it looks so new. It says Valeo, but it's a Volkswagen part. The most important tool for this job is a triple square. It's a M8, and this one I have many different lengths and sets. This is the full length is 4 inches. This I can very recommend. Obviously 3/8 triple square M8 for removing 4 bolts around that oil cooler assembly. When you are at this stage of the job and you are removing those 4 bolts which are holding that entire assembly, always make sure that the tool goes all the way in. I had 2 bolts clean and the tool easily went all the way, but the other 2, it was fully plugged by the dirt and oil. So I had to first clean them and make sure, observe that it goes all the way. Many people will strip these bolts because that triple square is not engaged enough and it will strip it. So avoid that. Always clean up inside, and only when you know it's all the way in, it's very nice to undo. The torque, it's only 40 Newton meters, so there's not much on it. I think 40 Newton meters and then 90 degrees, but that's a very low torque. All 4 of them were pretty easy to crack open and remove. And I hope I will be able to prove you or show you why I did call it textbook. So on the left side, obviously it's a brand new housing which will be ready to be installed, but observe the old one which was removed. Very often what happens is that inner wall made of plastic, my goodness, the phone will not stop ringing. the inner walls, the plastic fails. And I will show you. See this area? You actually see the plastic which failed and open inside in that passage. This is, guys, what's causing that leak. This is the nightmare. This is what failed. Here you can see the wall how it's supposed to be. And this is the failed area. So that the rubber O-ring, the rubber gasket, basically goes inside of that opening. It loses its ability to keep the coolant inside, and it will start slowly but surely leaking more and more. So my next step is to do really good cleanup on that engine block where the gaskets are mating with it and install it correctly back. Will take my time because I don't want to see this leak or any leak of coolant in the future. For those who like to save everything at max and they will think about saving this coolant, don't. Look at this. It's contaminated. That coolant has to be replaced. I can show you even in the bucket. You will see it's bad. Plan on buying all new coolant. Don't try. I can see the residue in it. Don't try to save it. I will attempt one more time to use this iPhone for the view right here in the engine bay. So this is after removing the part. You can observe all the details. Hopefully it's nicely visible to you. And this is the textbook failure. And I will explain that, what I mean with that, looking at the part. And where the failed passage was, I'm using this screwdriver and I'm cleaning this area inside of the engine block. These are the chunks which are coming out. This is just one of them. So take your time and do really good cleanup. You see that passage on the right top corner? That's where it's coming from. Almost everything is back in the place. You can see this beautiful new unit installed. As I mentioned, I will not reuse the coolant. I bought G40 from Xerox. While putting it back together, I can see this rubber hose is swollen. It's damaged by the presence of engine oil which were in that cover here. I think the back is soaked, and this is swollen, sticky and bad. I need to replace that. I have slightly overfilled this tank because I'm assuming when it will still start running, the level will go down anyway. And I'm ready to start it up. Go and look that we have no coolant leak. The whole area we worked on is dry, clean. I took the time to remove all the residue. It's wonderful. She sounds happy. And it's the first time after I purchased her, I feel like I will be able to start driving. Wonderful. I love it. I'm keeping eye on that coolant level. I think it went tiny bit lower, but it's still in the correct range. Anytime you work on the cooling system and you drain a lot of it, it's highly advisable to run the heater on confirm that actually the heater will blow hot in the cabin. So I will put it on the vents. I will put it on max. That also helps to get rid of the bubbles, which could be in the system, or most likely are in the system. And you have to observe and confirm you will start having hot air coming out of the vents. Despite the fact the gauge is on the bottom, I'm getting already warm / hot air out of the vents. And I came back to confirm again that the coolant level is in correct range. I hope many of you will find this video helpful. If you do, please give it a thumb up and stay tuned. I will have way more videos about this generation of Passat on this channel in the future. Thank you for watching and have a great day, my friend.